Okay, so good day. Today we will be discussing the part 7 of our therapeutic modalities, which is emotional and psychological program. Okay, so to start with, guys, so it is the second or the third to the last topic ng ating CA3. Okay, and I hope that all the reviews, no, all the handouts na ginawa ko, na-compile nyo lahat. Okay, so that uh, before the finals examination, I will be able to record those um, those compilations of the notes. Okay, at mailagay ko po sa inyong grade sheet. Okay, so that will be part of your projects. Okay, uh, and then that will also be uh, as a reference, no, sa pagtitake niya ng board exam. Okay, so let's proceed. Part 7, emotional and psychological program. Okay, once a person committed a crime, okay, and he was being arrested, prosecuted, and now the cases is being filed in court, and then the court renders its final judgment. Okay, so this is the time that the person deprived of liberty will serve his sentence. Okay, so papasok na siya doon sa correctional or correction pillar. Okay, so meron tayong tatlong correction pillar, or rather tatlong instrument of a correction pillar. Diba? So we have the institutional corrections, the non-institutional corrections, and the therapeutic modalities. Okay? So, syempre, kapag that person, the moment na makapasok yan sa loob ng kulungan, okay, either jail or prison, he will be feeling sadness. No? Malulungkot yan. He will be felt left alone. Diba? Magiging lonely. Diba? Ang pakiramdam ng isang person deprived of liberty. Siyempre, kapag nandoon ka sa loob ng penal institution, magiging limitado lamang ang galaw mo. Okay? Limitado lang ang mga pwede mong gawin, at limitado lang din ang pwede mong puntahan. Diba? So, as is, nandun ka lang sa apat na corner, diba, ng isang penal institution. Okay? So, kapag ikaw ay nakaranas ng pagkalungkot, okay, loneliness, and pagkabagot, boredom, okay, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng overthinking. Okay? Makakaranas ka ng overthinking. Diba? So, iisipin mo, ano kayang mangyayari sa kaso ko? Okay? Ano kayang mangyayari? Ano kayang kahinatnan ng buhay ko dito sa loob ng kulungan? Okay? Kailan kaya ako lalaya? Pag nakalaya ba ako, paano ako mamumuhay? Paano ako makakakuha ng trabaho? Makakahanap ng trabaho? Tatanggapin pa ba ako ng pamilya ko? So, yun yung mga agam-agam na iniisip ng isang person deprived of liberty kapag nandoon siya sa loob ng penal institution. Okay? Hanggang sa madedevelop sa sarili niya, no, yung feeling of anxiety. Diba? Yung feeling of anxiety, yung sobrang pag-iisip. Okay? And then kapag naging sobra na ang pag-iisip mo, and then makakaranas ka ng depression. No? And then kapag na-depress ka, okay, worst comes to worst, okay, ang pinaka-worst case scenario, no, is that that person deprived of liberty will commit suicide. Okay? So, kapag ganun po yung naranasan ng isang person deprived of liberty, okay, there is something wrong with this emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? Yan. So, bago niya palang i-commit yung crime, meron ng problema sa emotional and psychological aspect ng kanyang personality. Okay? Tapos pag nakulong pa siya, lalong masisira, di ba? Lalong magkakaroon ng damage yung kanyang emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? That's why these therapeutic modalities, no, aim to what? To reform, to restore, okay? To improve the emotional and psychological aspect of a person deprived of liberty. Okay? Kaya nga meron mga programa or activities na ginagawa ang ating gobyerno, okay? Para hindi mauwi doon sa suicide, di ba? Kasi mataas ang suicidal tendency ng mga person deprived of liberty. Okay? Kaya nga nandito ang ating mga different agencies ng gobyerno such as the BJMP, okay, the BJMP, the Board of Pardons and Parole, the Parole and Probation Administration, okay, yung ating Dangerous Drug Board, okay, to to help, okay, in the development of emotional and psychological aspect of the person deprived of liberty. Okay? So now, dito sa part 7, okay, we will be discussing the therapeutic philosophy. Okay? And then, yung mga programa, no, okay, to develop, no, emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? So first, okay, let's discuss this therapeutic philosophy. Okay? So sa may Tagalog version ito. Okay, nandito naman na yan. Okay, naka-indicate yan dito. Okay? So basic ito guys sa therapeutic modalities. Okay, hindi pwedeng mawala ito. Okay, yung therapeutic philosophy. Sa Tagalog, layunin. Okay? Ano ba ang layunin ng therapeutic modality? Okay, sabi rito, no? Ayan, I am here because there is no refuge finally. Okay? So, dahil nakagawa sila ng krimen, okay, and, okay, ano ba ang karakteristik ng ng penalty? Siyempre, dapat personal and dapat mayroong mapanagot. Okay? So, kung gumawa ka ng krimen, okay, katumbas nito is that kailangan mong pagbayaran ang krimen na nagawa mo. Okay? So, kapag nandoon ka sa loob ng therapeutic community, no, sa loob ng penal institution, okay? So, wala ka nang kawala. Diba? Ayan. Hindi mo na matatakasan. Okay? So, I'm here because there is no refuge finally. Diba? Kasi kailangan mong harapin eh. No? Until I confront myself in the eyes and hearts of others. Okay? So sa loob po ng therapeutic community modality program, diba? Okay, ini-express mo yung sarili mo sa ibang mga kasama mo sa loob. Okay? So nagkakaroon dito ng counseling, diba? Ayan, nagkakaroon ng sharing of problems, di ba? Sharing of experiences, okay? Para ma-develop, di ba? Para tulungan nyo ang isa't isa, okay, na ma-develop, di ba? Na hindi masira lalo ang emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? Ayan. So, until I confront myself in the eyes and hearts of others, I am running. Okay? Until I suffer them to share my secrets. Ayun, sharing of secrets. Mamaya, i-discuss po natin yan. Okay? I have no safety from them. Okay? Hanggat hindi niya inilalahad sa iba yung kanyang mga lihim, yung kanyang mga experiences, yung kanyang mga nagawa. Okay? Mananatili siyang prisoner, no? Nung crime na nagawa niya, no? So afraid to be known, I can now either myself nor any other. I will be alone. Okay? So where else but in our common ground can I see such a mirror? Okay? So dito naman ang sabi, di ba? Ayan hindi niya raw maunawaan, di ba? Hindi ko ilalahad ang labi ng aking mga lihim, ako'y walang kapayapaan. Di ba? So, di ba, ang tendency naman ng isang tao kapag meron siyang mabigat na nararamdaman, di ba, naghahanap yan ng ng companion, di ba? Para ma-share, di ba? Maibuhos yung kanyang bigat ng nararamdaman. Kasi kapag nasabi mo sa ibang tao yung bigat ng nararamdaman mo, di ba, unti-unting gagaan. Ganon din dito, lalo na sa mga person deprived of liberty. Okay? So, ito na lang, talakayin natin itong ito, yung Tagalog version, no? Okay, so, sabi diyan, sa malaking takot sa sarili, mabunyag, hindi ko mauunawaan ang aking sarili at pagkatao ng iba. Okay, kasi sila mismo sa isa't isa eh. Sila yung mag-share ng experiences, ng burdens, problems, etc. Kasi sila din ang makakatulong sa isa't isa. Okay? Sa dilim, mananatiling nag-iisa. Saan pa kundi sa piling ng katulad ko, makikita ang tunay na salamin. Okay? Ayan. Yung sinabi natin kanina. Sila-sila din kasi ang magtutulungan. Diba? Okay. So, i-share mo yung problems mo, yung experiences mo. Okay? Pag nalaman nila yon, okay, then itong grupo ng mga individuals na kasama mo sa loob, okay, magkakaroon sila, no, ng mga insights paano masusolusyonan yung problem na yon. Then i-share nila yon sa iyo. Okay? Ayan. So next, sama-sama dito sa wakas, matatanggap ko ang tunay at sariling pagkatao. Di ang baliw ng aking pangarap o ang alipin ng aking takot. Sa halip bilang isang tao, sakop ng sanlibutan ay may bahagi sa layunin ito. Sa lupang ito ako ay makapag-uugat at susupling. Di na ako muling mag-iisa tulad sa kamatayan. Sa halip ay may alam ang buhay sa sarili at kapwa. Okay? So dito daw kasi, guys, sa loob ng kulungan, kapag that the person deprived of liberty is undergoing the so-called therapeutic community modality program. Okay? Hindi siya nag-iisa. Diba? Kanina, diba, sa introduction, sinabi ko, pag nakagawa ng krimen at nakapasok sa loob ng penal institution, diba, malulungkot yan. Sadness, experiencing loneliness, boredom. Dito, kapag nag-undergo ka ng TCMP, hindi ka mag-iisa. Diba? May mga karamay ka. Okay? Hindi ka, or yung burden na nararamdaman mo, yung bigat na nararamdaman mo, hindi mo bubuhatin ng ikaw lang mag-isa. Okay? May mga kasama ka. Okay? At itong mga kasama mo na to, ito yung tutulong sa'yo para gumaan ang burden na nararamdaman mo. Okay? So, yan po yung layunin ng ating therapeutic community. Okay? So now, pumunta tayo dito sa psychological and emotional program. Okay? Yan. So, psychological and emotional aspect. Sabi dito, BJMP residents, no, who are detained and are basically psychologically and emotionally challenged. Okay? Yung mga nakakulong daw, di ba? Nakakaranas daw ng psychological and emotional burden, no? Or problem. Kasi nga, di ba, nakakaranas sila ng sadness, nakakaranas sila ng loneliness, di ba? Nakakaranas po sila ng boredom kasi limitado ang paggalaw hanggang sa makaramdam sila ng overthinking, okay? Hanggang sa ma-develop yung anxiety or ma-develop din yung tinatawag na depression. Okay? Ayan. So they share one thing in common, that is being incarcerated. Okay? So yung mga person deprived of liberty, okay? Iisa lang daw ang common doon sa mga person deprived of liberty, which is what? Incarcerated. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Nakakulong. Pare-pareha silang nakakulong. Walang mayaman, walang mahirap. Basta pag nakakulong ka, person deprived of liberty ka, okay? So, yun ang one thing in common. Okay? And that is being incarcerated. Okay? Pare-parehas kayong nakakulong. They feel isolated, no? Ayan nga. Lonely, boredom, di ba? Helpless, and at times hopeless. Okay? Yung pakiramdam nila wala ng pag-asa. Dahil kapag ka nakaramdam sila ng feeling of hopelessness, okay? Madedevelop na yung anxiety. Okay? Hanggang sa madevelop din yung tinatawag nating depression. Okay? Brought about by separation from their loved ones. Diba? Kasi hiniwalay ka dun sa mga mahal mo sa buhay. Okay? And in general, all other issues that confront them while incarcerated. Okay? So, yun yung mga emotional and psychological aspect ng isang person deprived of liberty. Okay? And another, such emotional turmoil, no? Pag sinabi nating turmoil, guys, no? Ang ibig sabihin nito is what? Chaos. Okay? Gulo or disorder. Okay? So, nagkakaroon po ng gulo or emotional chaos or emotional disorder. Okay? That needs to be addressed to help them bounce back. Or to help them bounce back. No? So, ibig sabihin, ng bounce back na yan, ma-restore. Di ba? So, ma-restore yung kanilang normal life. Okay? Restoring the life of normalcy. Okay? Kaya nga andito ang Therapeutic Community Modality Program to provide activities, okay, and services that can develop, no, the emotional and psychological aspect, no, of the person deprived of liberty. Okay? So, yan po ang ating emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? Next, guys, this so-called counseling. Okay? So, pag sinabi po natin counseling, guys, no, it is defined as a professional activity of helping individuals, groups, or communities enhance or restore their capacity for psychological, emotional, and social functioning and creating an environment favorable for the attainment of these goals. Okay? So, sa reality, guys, ang counseling, okay, merong mag-share ng problem. Okay? Ito yung nangyayari mismo okay, sa reality. Okay? So, when we speak of counseling, okay, there is someone who is sharing their burden. Okay? Yan. Sinishare nila yung burden nila, yung bigat ng nararamdaman nila. Okay? And there is also someone who listen, okay, to the sharing of the burden. Meron pong makikinig. Okay? Now, yan. So, ang purpose ng counseling, no? The purpose of counseling is to find a solution. Okay? Found a solution to the burden. Okay? Burden shared. Okay? Ang purpose ng counseling, to find a solution. Okay? To find a solution. At yung solution na yan, guys, no? Ang solution na yan, hindi yan ibibigay ng listener. Okay? Hindi lamang listener ang magbibigay. Kundi, okay, the one who shared the burden, okay, is the one who will be finding a solution. Okay? The one who shared, okay, the one who shared their burden, okay, shall be, okay, the one, shall be the one who will find a solution. Okay, kumbaga, ina-assist lang siya nung listener. That's how counseling in reality is being conducted. Okay? So, yan yung counseling, no? Wherein, yung nagsasalita, no? The one who is sharing their burden will do most of the talking. Sila halos okay, lahat ang nagsasalita. Okay? Yan. So now, sa loob ng Therapeutic Community Modality Program, okay, ano ba ang characteristics or yung psychosocial skills ng counseling? Okay? So pag sinabi po natin psychosocial skills, guys, okay? Pag sinabi natin psychosocial skills, okay? Ito po yung yung abilities, no? Abilities, okay, that enable, okay, individuals to cope with the demands, okay, of daily life. Okay, ito daw yung mga ability, okay, kakayahan, okay, na nakakatulong sa mga individual, sa mga tao na okay, maka-cope up or malunasan or um, to cope up, di ba, with the demands of the daily life. Okay? Yeah. So, yun yung tinatawag nating psychosocial skills. Okay? Kung saan, guys, minamanage dito. No, it is also ability. Okay? Abilities to manage, okay, one's thought. Okay? One's thought. No? O yung sariling analyzation or pag-iisip ng isang person deprived of liberty. Okay? So, minamanage, or kinokontrol, or hinahandle ang pag-iisip, okay, emotions, and the interactions with others. Okay? So, yan po ang ibig sabihin ng psychosocial skills. Okay? Now, let's proceed with the psychosocial skills and characteristics of counseling. Okay, first we have the so-called empathy. Okay? So pag sinabi po nating empathy, guys, no, the listener, no, yung listener or yung tinatawag nating counselor, okay? Kasi dito may dalawang tao rito na involved eh. The uh, the 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 resident, okay, na nag na na nag-share, di ba, ng kanilang burden, and the counselor. Okay? So, sa empathy, ilalagay mo daw po, no? Yung counselor, ilalagay niya po yung sarili niyang mga paa, yung sarili niyang paa doon sa sapatos ng ibang tao. Okay? So, ano ang purpose nung putting oneself in client's shoes? Okay, ang purpose nito para maintindihan niya. Okay, kung ano yung kinakaharap, kung ano yung nararamdaman nung resident. Okay? So, putting oneself in the client's shoes. Okay? Ipagpapalagay niya na siya yung nasa kalagayan ng resident. Okay? When the client feels understood, a sense of trust or rapport. Okay? So, pagka sinabi pong rapport, guys, na magkakaroon po ng feeling or positive feeling. It is the positive feeling between, no? Positive feeling between the resident and the counselor. Okay? Yan yung ibig sabihin niya. Okay, positive feeling, no? Rapport, it refers to the positive feeling, okay, between the resident and the counselor. Okay? Yan, rapport, or the positive feeling between the resident and the counselor. Okay? So, yan po, no, kapag pakiramdam nung resident, no, na nauunawaan siya nung kausap niya or nung counselor, magkakaroon na ng positive feeling. Di ba? Ayan, magkakapalagayan na ng loob. Okay? Kasi guys, di ba sa reality, kapag meron tayong kinakausap at walang pakialam sa atin, di ba? Alam mo yung nagkukwento ka, tapos hindi niya iniintindi, di ba? Hindi niya iniintindi, di ba? Hindi niya nilalagay yung sarili niya doon sa sitwasyon, okay, nung nagsasalita. Di ba? Parang nakakatamad. Di ba? hindi tayo makaka-develop ng rapport or yung positive feeling. Okay? Unlike doon sa mga mga tao na kapag kinausap natin, yung alam mo yung nakikipagtinginan ng eye to eye, okay? Ah, inilalagay niya yung sarili niya doon sa sitwasyon na nagsasalita. Diba? So, ang sarap sa pakiramdam. Ang mangyayari niyan is magkakapalagayan kayo ng loob. Okay? Ayan. So, nadidevelop po yung rapport na tinatawag. Okay? So, rapport paves the way to a more meaningful communication and may enable the client to understand, okay, and accept more of his or her complexity of feelings. Okay? Kasi naintindihan ka eh. 'Di ba? So kapag naintindihan ka ng kausap mo at kung ano man yung sabihin niya sa'yo, kung ano man yung suggestion niya na ito yung dapat mong gawin, ipapaniwalaan mo yun. 'Di ba? Susundin mo. Okay? So yan po yung empathy. Okay, next. Warmth. Okay? It is also called unconditional positive regard. Okay? Unconditional positive regard. Okay. So dito yung yung pakiramdam no na ina-accept, okay? Ina-accept ng counselor kung ano yung nararamdaman or kung ano yung nararanasan ng client, di ba? Not as a person deprived of liberty, but as a person. Okay? Ito yung wala kang hinihingi na kapalit. Di ba? Warm. Ibig sabihin, merong warm welcome. Di ba? Inaakap mo yung resident. Di ba? For example, yung resident, di ba? Nag-share siya ng experiences niya. Okay? So lahat nung bigat nung nararamdaman niya, okay, pakiramdam mo nararamdaman mo din. Okay? That's why, okay, ina-accept, okay, and nagpapakita ng caring, no? Ayan, caring about the client. Not as a person deprived of liberty, but as a person. Okay? The counselor, okay, accepted, no? And show care. Di ba? Nagpapakita ng careness or caring about the client. Not as a person deprived of liberty, but as a person. Okay? And then next, we have the respect. Okay? So, ang respect, guys, no, is our belief in the client's ability to make appropriate decisions. Okay? So, kapag ka ang isang person deprived of liberty, no, particularly the clients or the residents, okay, naniwala ka, ikaw, counselor ka, naniniwala ka na kayang magbago ng isang tao. Okay? Nung person deprived of liberty na yun. Okay? So, pakiramdam ng person deprived of liberty na nare-respeto ka ng counselor. Okay? Nare-respeto ka ng counselor. Kasi naniniwala siya, no, doon sa sarili mong kakayahan. Okay? Respect is belief in client's ability to make appropriate decisions and deal appropriately with his or her life situation. Okay? So, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng respect. Okay. Next, we have the so-called congruence. So, pag sinabi naman natin congruence, no, it is also known as genuineness. Okay? Or yung totoo or tapat. Okay? So, madali lang naman, di ba? Genuineness, being honest and authentic. Di ba? Totoo ka. Okay? In dealing with your emotional and psychological problems. Okay? So, kung gusto mo talaga magbago, isa sa puso mo. Okay? Lahat ng ipapayo sa'yo or lahat ng mga sasabihin mo. Okay? Yan, being honest and authentic in dealing, okay, with the client. Okay? So, isa pa sa pagpapakita ng example ng congruence, no? ang isang counselor, 'di ba? Ang isang counselor or the listener, yung nakikinig, 'di ba? Doon sa sharing of the burdens. Okay? So kailangan magpakita din siya ng honest and genuine, no, or uh, truthful, being a truthful listener. Okay, kasi may mga counselor or may mga tao na okay, nakikinig ka sa problema mo. Okay, pero hindi naman nila ini-internalize, di ba? So hindi naman sila being true or honest. Okay? So yan yung ibig sabihin ng congruence. Genuineness or being honest and authentic in dealing with the client. Okay? Next, we have the so-called confidentiality. Okay? Okay. So, confidentiality. Meaning, lahat nung napag-usapan nyo during the counseling will remain confidential. Hindi siya pwedeng, okay, i-disclose, no, sa kahit na sinong tao. Okay? Kasi kapag ka-disclose yan, that that might be a violation of the data privacy. Okay? Data privacy law. Okay? Mababiolate mo yung data privacy law uh, of of our country. Okay? Kasi ano yun eh, sensitive, personal and sensitive personal information yun. Sensitive personal information. Okay, kapag ka-disclose mo yan, there is an unauthorized disclosure, di ba? That will be a violation of the Data Privacy Act, di ba, ng Pilipinas. Okay? Ayan, so, pero guys, may exceptions dito. May exceptions. Di ba? Okay. Etong confidentiality, okay, of the discussed or shared burdens, no, ng mga residents or the clients. Okay? May mga exceptions yan. Okay, ano yung mga exceptions? Okay, dito yung makikita natin dito. Okay. Okay, saan ba yun? Ito, when to break confidentiality. Okay? So, pwede mong i-disclose yung mga napag-usapan, okay? If, no, number one scenario, if the children are being neglected or abused. Okay? Kung yung bata daw, okay, ay neglected or inabuso, di ba? Pinabayaan or physically abused na by his or her parents. Okay? Ayan. So, syempre, sasampahan natin ng kaso eh. Iba yung mga magulang. So, therefore, there will be a disclosure of information. Diba? Ayan. So, when the children are being neglected or abused. Okay? And, okay, ano pa? Ayan. So, appearance in court as a witness. Kung ikaw ang counselor, okay, and then you are a witness or you will be a witness in a court, and then you may disclose information. Diba? Okay. And, okay, the third one, client express plan to commit suicide. Diba? So, gustong mag-commit ng suicide kasi nga hindi na makayanan yung burden, yung nararamdaman niya, di ba? Yung bigat ng nararamdaman niya. Okay, so kailangan nang i-disclose yung mga napag-usapan during the counseling. Okay? Para masolusyonan, di ba? Kasi hindi na kaya ng counselor lang 'yan eh, di ba? Kinakailangan na niyan, okay, ng client na nag-express ng plan to commit suicide is help of a help of a psychologist, okay, or psychometrist, di ba? Ayan, so kinakailangan na ng mga mas higher professionals, okay, to deal with this to deal with this kind of person deprived of liberty. Hindi na po kaya ng counselor 'yan. 'Di ba? So kung ire-refer mo 'yan sa psychologist, syempre kailangan ng psychologist yung history, 'di ba? bakit ba naging ganyan yan? Bakit siya magkukumit ng suicide? So, ikaw as a counselor who listen, no, doon sa sharings of experience and burden ng person deprived of liberty. Okay, ikaw naman, i-disclose mo yung information na yon doon sa psychologist. Okay? And if the client or the resident express plan to harm others, di ba? Gusto niyang manakit ng mga other person deprived of liberty. Okay? So, yan. Yan yung mga instances kung saan, okay, exceptions, no? Exceptions to the confidentiality nature of the counseling. Okay? So, next. Let's discuss the pattern of counseling session. Okay? Meron bang required number of session? Okay, kung kailan ginagawa ang counseling? Okay. So, first, introduction. Okay? Second, information gathering. Okay? Third, discussion or counselor input. And the last one is conclusion. So, ito yung mga patterns, no? Number one, kailangan muna ng introduction. Okay? Ang introduction, kadalasan nagtatagal yan, okay, mga 10 minutes. Okay? First 10 minutes, that will be the introduction. Okay? So, sa introduction, there is a greeting na meet and greet. Di ba? Okay, ikaw ang counselor. Okay, you will greet or meet and greet the client warmly. Okay? So, i-welcome mo siya warmly. Diba? Mainit na pagtanggap or pagsalubong. Okay? Kasi may naka-experience na siguro kayo ng tao na okay, tutunguan mong ganyan, diba? Tapos ikaw, iirapan ka lang. Tinitigan ka nga, pero hindi ka naman pinansin. Diba? Ang pangit sa pakiramdam, ang pangit din tignan. Okay? So, as a counselor, no, you are obliged not to meet and greet the client warmly. Okay? And then, syempre, smile and shake hands. Okay? So, kasi dito na-develop natin yung diba? Na-develop natin dito yung warm welcome. Diba? Warm welcome. And sa pag-smile and pag-shake hands, okay, nakakaramdam ka ng being respected, diba? Nakakakuha ka ng respeto galing dun sa counselor. Okay? So, the counselor will escort the client or the person deprived of liberty, or to be specific, the resident, into the counseling room. And then, the counselor will explain how the session is going to be alleviate fears. Okay? This is also the time to develop rapport o yung positive feeling, di ba? Na nararanasan ng offender, okay, at ng counselor. Okay? So, this is also the time to develop rapport and assure client on confidentiality. Okay? So, yan po yung ginagawa during the first 10 minutes. Okay? After that, no? So, there will be an information gathering. Okay? So, sa information gathering, no, tumatagal ito ng at least hanggang 20 minutes. Okay? Information gathering. Okay? Ano bang nangyayari during the information gathering? Okay? So, the counselor will know the reason for consultation. Okay? So, tatanungin niya, ano ba naging problema? Diba? So, ano ba ang burden mo? Okay? So, yan. Tatanungin niya na information gathering. The client can start anywhere. Okay? Pwedeng mag-umpisa si client or si resident. No, bakit nga pala client lang to? Okay? Si client or si resident, okay? Client and resident or resident can start anywhere. Diba? So, kung pwede mong i-share yung burdens or experience mo before the commission of the crime or during the commission of the crime or after the commission of the crime. Okay? Or any point of your life, okay, na hindi mo makakalimutan or na bumabagabag or nagiging mabigat, no, sa nararamdaman mo. Okay? Then the counselor may take down notes, and that is one of the important thing, di ba? Counselor must take notes. The client or the resident needs to do almost all of the talking. And si client, di ba, needs to do most of the talking. Okay? And the counselor may ask open question or use techniques, no, like clarifying, rephrasing, focusing, reflecting reality testing. Okay? So, si counselor, pwede naman siya mag-ask ng mga clarificatory questions. Okay? Ayan. Next, we have discussion. No? Sa discussion or the counselor input. Ito na po yung mga nakitang butas, nakitang suggestion, no? Nakitang yung mga na-observe ng isang counselor doon sa ating resident or the client. Okay? So, the counselor tells the client that he thinks the client is saying. Okay? And then the counselor develops a list of concerns. Okay? So, ililista niya lahat ng mga yung mga nakita niyang butas, no? O, itong problema to. Ito yung problema niya. Ito yung ini-emphasize niya. Teka lang, gawa natin ito ng solusyon. Okay? The client would concur or not to the counselor's understanding. Okay? So, pwede siyang sumang-ayon or hindi. Diba? Doon sa pagkakaunawa ng counselor. Okay? Next, prioritize problems and which one on work. Diba? Which one to work on first. Okay? So, among the list of issues na nailista ni counselor, okay, pipiliin doon kung ano yung may pipiliin doon yung pipiliin doon, no, kung ano yung problem na dapat i-priority. Di ba? Ayan. And then the client will provide plans of action to work on a specific problem. Okay? So yan, the client will provide plans of action. Okay? Di ba nga sinabi natin kanina, okay? Ayan. Sinabi natin kanina, di ba? That the client, no, the client is the one, no, to saan ko pa sinulat yun? No, the client will be the one to to orchestrate, di ba, or to make the solution to the problem. Okay, kasi sa counseling ganun yung nagiging ganun yung nagiging what do you call this? Ganun yung nagiging sistema. Okay? Ayan. Hindi ko na makita. Okay, basta, no? So, yun, no? Okay. The counselor, saan na ba tayo? Ito. Yan, the client will provide plans of action, okay, to work on a specific problem. Siya din mismo kasi ang gagawa ng kanyang solusyon dun sa problema niya. Okay? The counselor will assist in mapping out plans. Okay? So, ang role lang ni counselor will assist, di ba? Natatandaan niyo yung kung natatandaan niyo yung sa inyong dispute resolution, di ba? During the mediation and conciliation, yung mediator and conciliator, they are only the person who will assist, di ba? Assist in resolving disputes. Okay? But in the end of the day, it is the disputants, no, yung gagawa ng kanilang sariling solution doon sa problems. Okay? Then after that, okay, yung last pattern or last step is the conclusion. Okay? So sa conclusion, the counselor will motivate the client. Okay? Imo-motivate niya. Okay? Sasabihin niya that the client can do, okay, all the possibilities. Kaya niyang kaya niyang malabanan or kaya niyang malampasan, okay, or kaya niyang gawin, okay, na malampasan yung kanyang mga problema. Okay, next, the counselor will also brief the client on what to expect on the next session. Okay, so dito guys, ang tanong is ilang session ba ang kinakailangan? Okay, actually sa counseling or any kahit anong forms of counseling yan guys, pa one-on-one counseling, group counseling, no, or peer confrontational group counseling. Okay? Depende nakadepende po 'yan doon sa specific needs and progress of the individual or the resident or the client. Okay? So kung tatanungin kayo how many sessions are the counseling, again, there is no fixed duration. Walang fixed duration kasi the development, no, or the session depends on the specific needs and the progress of the individual, okay, or the person deprived of liberty. Okay, wala pong eksakto na nakalagay, okay, dun sa manual ng BJMP, okay, or the manual of the Bureau of Correction kung ilang session yan. Basta nakadepende po yan sa progress, okay, nung ating resident, okay, or the person deprived of liberty. Okay. End session on a positive note, okay, and client should be able to list down things that he has to look forward to over the next few days. Okay, so si client should be able to list down things, no, na inilook forward niya, magagawa niya during the following years. Okay, should be able to list down things that he has to look forward. Okay, so ito yung mga gagawin ko, ito yung mga babaguhin ko sa next following days. Okay, kasi kung hindi niya nagawa yan, hindi niya naisip yung mga gagawin niya, na yung mga babaguhin niya, yung mga iiwasan niya. Okay, kasi parang walang kwenta yung counseling. Pag nagkaroon nga ng counseling pero hindi naging effective, okay, that is a red flag for suicide. Okay, kasi hindi nabura yung hindi nabura yung anxiety or the depression Di ba? Hindi nabura yung mga yon. So therefore, that will be an indication, okay, of commencement of suicide. Okay? So we already discussed when to break the confidentiality. Okay? Now, dito tayo sa initial interview. Okay? Or intake interview. Okay? Initial interview or intake interview. Okay? So, yung mga participants sa jail, no, are unique as they are not necessarily drug users. Okay? So, ang mga sumasailalim sa therapeutic community modality programs, okay, hindi lang mga drug addicts, no, kundi yung ibang mga tao na naapektuhan yung kanilang emotional and psychological aspect dahil sa paggawa ng krimen. Okay? So, the TCMP is introduced as a program for the development of inmates while they are waiting trial. The intake interview in the jail, okay, is done by a counselor. Okay? So, kung tatanungin kayo sino ang gumagawa, no, ng intake interview, okay, it is done by the counselor. Okay? Kanino ginagawa? To a newly admitted residents. Okay? So, what is the main purpose? The main purpose is to elicit information about the resident and provide information about the program and what the expectations are on both parties. Okay? So, napakahaba ng kanyang objective. Okay? Or yung main purpose. Okay? The main purpose is to elicit information. Makakuha ng information about sa resident. Okay? And provide information about the program and what are the expectations are on both parties. Okay? So, inaalam ng counselor, di ba, kung ano yung level or yung degree of damage, okay, doon sa emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? Para malaman ng counselor kung ano bang program ang dapat i-implement dito sa tao na to. Okay? And what are the expectations? Okay? So next, etong initial interview na to, merong objectives. What are the objectives? To elicit information. Sinabing elicit information, makakuha ng information. Okay? And to provide the residents with the necessary information about the program. Okay? Kailangan i-briefing, di ba? Kailangan i-briefing no ng mga so there is a briefing conducted. Briefing conducted by the counselor, okay, to the person deprived of liberty. Okay? Magkakaroon po ng briefing. Okay? Ano ba yung programa na to? Ano ba yung nilalaman ng programa? At what are you going to expect in this program? Okay? Next, after the objectives, meron din po dito indicators. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin na indicators, no? These are signs, di ba? Mga senyales. Okay? Or mga kinakailangan or mga parameters. Okay? So, the indicators of initial interview or intake interview is, okay? Number 1, establish rapport. Okay? Ito yung isa sa pinaka-importante. Kailangan mong i-establish. Okay? Establish mo yung connection. Okay? Establish mo yung connection. Okay? Or establish mo yung feelings, di ba? Okay, magkaroon ka ng positive feelings sa isa't isa. Next, establish openness and cooperation. Okay? So, openness, kasi, in a sense na, ino-open mo yung burden mo, di ba, doon sa ibang tao. And, okay? And, develop cooperation. Okay? Kasi yung mga kasama mo na person deprived of liberty, okay, may must cooperate, di ba? Ayan, para magkaroon ng camaraderie, para ma-develop po yung trust, para ma-develop po yung yung respect. Okay? And develop insight. Okay? So dito, makaka-develop ka raw ng insight, no? Yung mga pananaw. Okay? To improve the emotional, okay, and psychological aspect of a person. Okay? To improve the emotional and psychological aspect. Okay? And then lastly, expectations expressed and information provided. Okay? So, expectations expressed and information provided. So, yan yung mga indicators. Okay? Sinong participants? Again, newly committed residents. Yung mga bagong pasok lamang doon sa Therapeutic Community Modality Program. Okay? And syempre, the counselor. The duration of this, okay? So, take note of the duration of time. The duration is 1 hour. Okay? 1 hour nagtatagal itong intake interview. So now, let's proceed with the procedure. Ano ba ang procedure na ginagawa? Okay? So after the booking procedure, okay? So booking procedure, andyan na yung kinuhanan siya ng mugshot, kinuha na ng mga personal information and sensitive personal information. Okay, the counselor or the EUDO, okay, so ano ba ibig sabihin ng EUDO? Okay, so dito guys, ang EUDO na tinutukoy dito, it refers to what? It refers to the inmates welfare, okay, and development officer. Yan po yung ibig sabihin, okay, ng EUDO, Inmates Welfare and Development Officer. Okay, so yan po. So, the counselor and the IUDO will conduct the initial intake interview to the newly committed residents using the intake interview form. Okay. So, next we have one-to-one or one-on-one counseling or individual counseling. Okay. So, dito, one-to-one, syempre, isa, the counselor and one resident lamang. Okay, what are the objectives? To promote individual explorations and help surface complicated and troubled feelings among the resident. Okay, so to promote individual explorations. Okay, so syempre nagsabi sa iyo ng problema, 'di ba, ng issue or ng mga experiences yung ating client. Okay? So, ikaw, no, may explore mo 'yon, no? Mauunawaan mo, ganito pala si ganito. 'Di ba? Ito pa lang si ito pa lang itong PDL pala na ito ay ganito yung crime na na-commit, okay? At na-commit 'yon, true, etc. etc. Okay? So, i-explore nila yung i-explore nila or iintindihin nila mabuti lahat ng mga shared experiences or shared burdens. Okay? Then, next, to provide also a regular source of counsel guidance to resident. Okay? And then to assist the resident to develop better coping skills and improve self-esteem. Okay? Kasi guys, kapag hindi mo kakaharapin yan, no? Sabihin, mababa ang iyong self-confidence. Self-confidence. Okay. Yung self-confidence, no? Dine-develop. Okay? Next, to explore the different psychological tools, okay, which promote the development of insight and increase self-efficacy among the residents. Okay? So, what are the indicators dito? Ano ang mga measurements or mga gauge? Okay, measurements. Okay? Measurements of effectiveness. Paano mo malalaman na effective yung one-to-one counseling or one-on-one counseling? Kapag ka nagkaroon na ng self-understanding. Kapag ka naintindihan na di ba, nag-share, masasabi natin na effective ang one-on-one counseling if nagkaroon na ng self-understanding, if natanggap, di ba, nagkaroon na ng acceptance, okay, acceptance ng person deprived of liberty doon sa consequences ng ginawa niyang action. Okay, syempre to establish rapport. Okay, pag na-establish yung rapport, ibig sabihin effective yung ginawang di ba? Yung ginawang counseling. Okay? And next, achieve a bigger, wider level of self-awareness and experience relief from emotional distress. Okay? Kasi syempre kapag nasabi mo yung problema mo, okay, mawawala na yung mga yung bigat na nararamdaman mo. Okay? So now, so duration and frequency. How many hours or ilang session ba ang kinakailangan? Okay? So again, walang fixed duration or walang fixed number of sessions. Depende po ito sa specific needs, di ba? And progress of the individual or the person deprived of liberty. Okay? Pero ginagawa ito 1 to 2 hours per session. Okay? So, yung duration niya, 1 to 2 hours per session. So, depending upon the needs as designed by the counselor. Sino ang participants? The counselor and the resident. What are the procedures? Individual counseling is a helping tool between the residents and the counselor. Okay? Residents are usually referred to the counselor as needed by peers or staff based on the resident's behavior. Kumbaga, nire-recommend sila. No? Ayan, no? Residents are usually referred. Okay, so ibig sabihin, nare-recommend sila. Okay, to the counselor as needed by peers or staff based on the resident's behavior. Kung pasaway yung tao na to, okay, so yung ibang mga residents, no, inire-refer nila sa counselor, okay, na magkaroon ng mas malalim na counseling. Okay, next, the counselor uses different techniques and methods in counseling. Okay, so dito nagkakaroon ng mga ng mga techniques, di ba? Kakaroon ng mga techniques ang ating mga counselor. Okay? So, ano ba yung mga techniques, no, na nade-develop or ginagamit ng mga counselor? Okay, so ito yung mga techniques. Okay? So, we have ano pa ba? Ano ba yung mga foundational techniques? So, foundational techniques. Okay, foundational techniques. Ito yung yung ginagawa sa regular na counseling. Meron pong active listening. Okay, as well as there is an empathy. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, may empathy. Okay, yan yung tinatawag natin foundational techniques. Okay, meron din tayong tinatawag na cognitive behavior, no, therapy. Cognitive behavior therapy. Sa cognitive behavior therapy naman po, okay, it aims to identify, okay, and change negative thoughts. Okay? Sa cognitive behavior therapy, it aims to identify and change negative thoughts. Okay? Ano pa? Okay, meron din tinatawag na psychodynamic counseling. Okay? Ano yung psychodynamic counseling? It focuses on past experience. Okay? Experiences. Okay? And how this experience influence present feelings. Influence or rather influence present feelings. Okay? Yan yung ginagawa. Now, some of the techniques used by the counselor, no, para ma-assess, di ba? Or para para maging effective ang channels of counseling. Okay? Next is that the resident discusses different issues which causes his or her difficulties, no? So si resident will discuss different issues. Yun yung bigat ng yung burden na dala-dala niya. Diba? Sasabihin niya yan. So there is a follow-up sessions will be done depending upon the needs of the resident. Okay, kung medyo mataas ang level, di ba? Merong higher level of stress. Okay? Pag merong higher level of stress pa din yung tao, okay, or merong may malala pang problema, okay, pwedeng maulit yung mga sessions na yan. Okay? Pwede itong maulit. Okay? Then the length of the session will be determined by the progress of the president. Okay? Kung unang session pa lang, di ba? Maayos na agad. Okay? Maayos na agad. Naka-cope up na agad, di ba? Ang tawag dito. Naka-cope up, di ba? Or makikita natin na meron development dun sa kinikilos nung person deprived of liberty. Okay? So, kahit wala ng other sessions. Okay? Next, kung may one-on-one counseling, meron naman tayong group. counseling. Okay? So, ito guys, I will be leaving you no the responsibility to read this, di ba? Okay. So, sa group counseling guys, no, para mabilis tayo, ang group counseling, sa group counseling, it creates no a supportive atmosphere. It creates a supportive atmosphere wherein the individuals can share their experiences, learn they learn from one another, and develop a sense of belonging. Okay? So, yun po yung ginagawa during the group counseling. Okay? So, nagsishare sila ng problema, and then, pag mayroon silang, okay? So, develop a sense of belonging. Diba? Ito namang group counseling, marami. Okay? Maraming mga person deprived of liberty. Okay? Usually, nagpo-form sila ng circle. Tapos yung mga yung mga counselor, okay, or any other authorities nasa labas what do you call this? Nasa labas ng circle na ginawa during the group counseling. Okay? So, punta tayo sa static groups. Okay? So, guys, I will be leaving you the responsibility to read this, no? Yung ibang hindi natin matatalakay. Okay? So, static groups. So, from what we have discussed last time, ang static group, no, it is a permanent group. Okay? Static group. Ito po yung permanent group of peers. Okay? Permanent group of peers and leaders. Okay? That meet regularly. Okay? They meet regularly. Okay? So, araw-araw sila nagkikita-kita while the residents are in treatment. Okay? It is a sort of a home group. Kumbaga, ito yung pangalawang tahanan ng mga residents. Okay? Ng mga residents natin. Ay pangalawang tahanan. Itinuturing nila yan as second home. Okay? Who provides support. Okay? And who provides support for one another and to the new members of the community. Okay? Tulad ng sinabi natin, di ba sila lang din ang magdadamayan. Okay? Sila lang din ang makakatulong sa isa't isa. Okay? So, dito guys, no, the duration or the frequency is only 1 hour. Okay? Pero once a week. Di ba? Yung duration yan. Okay? Static group counseling, 1 hour. Okay? And once a week lang ginagawa. Participants, 10 to 15 residents. Okay? So, yung 10 to 15 residents na yung bubuo ng bilog yan. Okay? Magsasabi sila na kung ano yung reason kung bakit sila nakulong, di ba? Ayan, ano yung naranasan nila nung ginagawa nila yung krimen, etc., etc. Okay? So, 10 to 15 residents yan. Okay? So, procedure, once a resident enters the jail, he or she is assigned to a particular static group. Kapag nakapasok ka sa loob, okay? Ayan. Pag nakapasok sila, no, they will be assigned to a particular static group. Okay? So, kunwari, bagong pasok ka lang sa Therapeutic Community Modality Program. Okay? So, i-assign ka na agad sa mga particular static group. Okay? It serves as a permanent group that addresses the general issues. it utilizes confrontation from peers, di ba? Nagkakaroon ng ano eh, ng confrontation or yung face-to-face na face-to-face na okay, or rather the face-to-face interaction, di ba? Merong face-to-face interaction among the peers. Okay, and each resident member is encouraged in expressing and disclosing personal issues. Ina-encourage sila, pero hindi sila pinipilit. Okay? Yeah. So, each resident member is encouraged to express and disclose personal issues. Violence and threat of violence are prohibited. Okay? So, dapat yung disclosure of personal issues kailangan voluntary yan. Eh, ngayon kung ayaw, okay? Ayaw, hindi mo siya mapipilit. Hindi mo siya pwedeng pakita ng violence or violence and threat of violence. Okay? So for each session, the group may discuss any topic or of desire. Any topic, pwede na pag-usapan by using confrontation, identification, okay. For each session, the group may discuss any topic. And number 5, by using confrontation, identification, support, affirmation, and giving feedback, residents learn the proactive and therapeutic community norms. Okay? 6, the residents are oriented to new and positive coping styles. Okay? Yung mga bago, ino-orient yan. Okay? Ino-orient sila. The new and positive coping styles. Okay? When their emotional needs and problems are properly addressed, their positive behaviors and attitudes emerge and they will eventually feel better about themselves. Okay? Kasi nasabi na nila yung nararamdaman nila. Okay? And it focuses on the issues of the here and now. Okay? Here and now. No? Pag-uusapan nila kung ano yung nangyari nung nakaraan, kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon, at saka kung ano yung mangyayari sa hinaharap. Okay? The static group does away with negative socialization and employs positive resocialization through a caring relationship with peers. Okay? Okay. So, duration or the frequency of peer confrontation group. Okay? So, 1 hour and twice a month ginagawa. 1 hour and twice a month. 2 beses kada isang. Okay? So, ang 1 hour twice a month, 10 to 15 residents ang kinakailangan. Okay? At ang coordinator mo is yung tawag dito, the counselor. Okay? So, next we have the so-called secrets. Okay? Secrets. So, secrets are a group of activity where participants are given the opportunity to unload emotional baggage. Okay? Kaya baggage ang nilagay dyan kasi ang tinutukoy dito yung bigat mong nararamdaman. Okay? To unload emotional. Okay? Unload emotional from baggage. It promotes trust among the participants. Okay? It promotes trust among the participants. Okay? Knowing that each knowing that each will reveal his utmost secrets to the group. Okay? It also aims to deepen mutual respect from the participants. Okay? So, and the duration of penalty is 1 to 2 years, but the participant is participants are yung staff as well as the 10 to 12 residents. Okay? So, procedure, form a group of 10 to 12, etc. Okay? So, I will be leaving you up that to you, no? Okay. So we have here yan, encounter groups. Ang encounter group serves as a safety valve within the community. Okay? Existing. Okay? Yan. Safety valve, okay, within the community, which is usually high pressured and structured. So it is a forum of members, no? Ayun ang sinasabi ng forum. Eh, may pag-uusap, pagpupulong. May pagpupulong ng mga bansa. Okay? Ayan, forum. Nagkakaroon ng forum. Okay, so merong verbal expressions, no, or yung mga negative emotions within the structured and safe environment. Okay? So dito naman sa encounter group, di ba? Sa encounter group, okay, ano ba ang duration? 1.5 hours. Okay, once or twice a week, no, depende. Okay, the counselor and 2 co-facilitators and 8 to 10 residents ang kinakailangan. Now, ano ba ang mga procedure? Okay, the resident may drop a slip on another resident stating his name, the name of the person who is dropping his slip, and the reason for dropping the slip. Only feelings of hurt, anger, and concern can be reasons for encounter. Okay? So, pag encounter nga, di ba? Ibig sabihin, okay, meron kayong hindi pagkakaunawaan or meron kang hindi nagustuhan. Okay? So, maaaring nagalit ka dun sa isang resident, di ba? Or sa isang kapwa mo person deprived of liberty. The staff will choose his co-facilitators who are also staff members. Once he has gathered 2 or 3 slips, he may schedule an encounter group. Okay? So, parang maglalagay ka lang ng ano guys. Di ba? Yan. Maghuhulog ka ng ano, ng folded card, di ba? Or papers, di ba? Ngayon, pag nakadalawa, 3 slips ka, okay? So, he may schedule an encounter group. Okay? Next, the facilitator will arrange the group in a circle, di ba? Circle manner pa rin. Right? In such a way that the 2 parties involved, okay, are seated opposite each other. Okay? Next, the facilitator should be able to guide the flow of conversation and should be skilled enough to interrupt anytime he feels that the safety of the group is being compromised. Okay? So, ito po yung guys, the flow of encounter should pass through 4 phases. Okay, confrontation, the space involves verbalization of concerns, okay, or honest disclosure of emotions. Okay, so during the confrontation, guys, okay, so magsasalita ngayon yung isang resident, no, against the other residents. Okay? Sasabihin niya na ito, kunwari, for example, ang medyo maingay ka, di ba, kunwari, no, maingay or hindi ka nagbabago, etc. Basta sisilipan niya ng butas, di ba? O teka lang, meron akong honest ako sa inyo, honest tawag dito, merong honest ako na sasabihin sa iyo, di ba? So hindi ko gusto yung ugali mo, ganito ganyan. Hindi ko gusto yung ganito, ganyan. Okay? So yun yung first phase, confrontation. Okay? Next naman is the so-called exploration. Okay, exploration. Siyempre, di ba? Inintindi mo na yung yung problema niya di ba? Okay, so kinuwento, shinare yung burden niya, di ba? And then ikaw naman in-explore mo, in-internalize mo. In this phase, all the feelings that were expressed are further examined. Okay, examine and explore. Kung sinabi natin explore, no? In-examine, in-analyze, no? And in-internalize. Okay, yan yung ibig sabihin ng exploration. Okay? Okay, and find out how it could have resulted in such a way, no? In order to evoke awareness on the connections of behavior, etc., etc. Okay, so in this phase, blaming or finger pointing at one party is avoided. Eh, bawal manisi, di ba? Hindi pwedeng sisihin ng isang um, isang isang person deprived of liberty yung isang tao, no? Ikaw kasi, di ba? Mga ganon. Okay, so it is avoided, no? So it will only cause resentment, di ba? From one party. Okay, next we have resolution and commitment. Okay, resolution and commitment. Sa resolution and commitment, after some realizations and attaining some insights, okay, the residents are now ready to move on the last phase, okay, to practice new behavior. Okay? So, dito guys, nagkaroon na raw ng realization. Ibig sabihin, okay, unti-unti nang bumabalik yung nasirang emotional or psychological aspects. Di ba? Okay. And then last is socialization. Ang socialization guys, no, so ito po yung structured, di ba, social event where all those involved in an encounter will have ample time to mend fences, okay, with those they have offended or hurt in the past. Okay, so the purpose is to achieve closure, reaffirm relationship. Okay? So, syempre, sasabihin mo yung ayaw mo sa kanya. And then, after that, di ba, ganito pala, ayaw mo pala yung ganitong ugali. So, therefore, okay, magkakaroon ng closure dun sa dispute nila and marireaffirm yung relationship. Okay? Okay, so that is yan yung apat, no, na phases, no, 4 phases of encounter, or rather encounter group. Okay? Then we also have the so-called extended group. Extended groups, no, are usually composed of 5 to 12 residents and is being facilitated by 2 highly trained staff members. Okay? Highly trained, no? Hindi lang mga counselors. Okay, kundi highly trained staff members. So, this program may last na for 8 to 72 hours. Okay? Now, the participants must have at least 4 months in the program and have shown adequate stability before he can be included in the activity. Okay? So, it focuses on here and now also, okay, but allows a deeper exploration of issues. Okay? And then, next we have this, okay, specialized groups. Ano ba ang purposes or objectives ng specialized groups? So, to provide group support with the aim of resolving problems and resorting healthy functioning of the residents who has particular concerns or issues. Okay? Next, to create a feeling of universality, okay, among residents who have similar issues or life experiences. Okay? To create a feeling of universality, universality, okay, among residents. Now, then to explore issues based on certain themes as a guide and to provide a safe environment where residents can freely express their feelings and concern. Okay? So, next we have loss and bereavement. So, ito, nangyayari lang ito, okay, kapag mayroong namamatay, okay, na loved ones of the person deprived of liberty. Okay? Loss and bereavement. Okay. So, dito, 1 hour, okay, ang tinatagal nito, a week. 1 hour a week. Okay, so kahit na anong araw, basta isang oras lang kada, okay, kada isang linggo. Okay? So, the participants is 10 to 15. Now, so ano ang mga procedures? The facilitator is knowledgeable in conducting the sessions and managing the time. Okay? So, ibig lang sabihin, no? Ibig sabihin, the facilitator, okay, the facilitator is competent, okay, competent and skillful, okay. The group is very supportive and compassionate. Yan yung mga procedure eh. Dapat maging supportive, di ba, yung ating mga person deprived of liberty. Okay, then the facilitator discusses the process of grieving and the impact of losses, etc. Okay, counselor gives some suggestions on how they would handle the situation appropriately when there was another similar situation. Okay, and at last, the sessions, okay, at the last sessions, each participant was required to write a letter to someone or a body to tell about the past and what they will do in the future regarding losses. Okay? And then last is women's group. Last ba to? Or may dalawa pa? Okay. Men's group and the women's group. So duration, 1 hour once a week. Might last for 6 sessions. Okay. So ano ba ang mga procedure? Okay. Held once a week and run by a therapeutic community personnel. Okay. So, issues to be tackled are gender-specific problems. Kasi syempre, babae ito. Okay? In order to identify their problems, their challenges, and needs. The residents are helped to explore and understand the relationship between women's issues and their influence on them. Okay? And they can also help each other through mutual support and concern. Okay? And the men's group naman, 1 hour once a week. So, the topics include expressions of feeling, reveal of true self, okay, dealing with feeling, and how to avoid abusive relationship, family conflicts, sexuality, and sexual relationships. Okay? So, sa men's group, syempre, alam naman natin ang ang men thing, di ba kung tawagin? Or boy thing, di ba? Okay. So, yun yung mga i-share nila. Okay? Yan. Expressions or feeling of something, di ba? Dealing with the feeling and how to avoid those abusive relationships, etc. Group sessions enable each of them to identify, di ba, and express the feeling related to the trauma. Okay. Then the counselor who raised the issue will be the one to conduct. No? Okay, dito naman medication support group. Okay, so from the word itself, di ba? Medication, medicate, di ba? Gamot, okay? So as long as the residents are on medication, okay? Hanggang sumasailalim pa, okay, sa gamutan. Okay, hanggang doon nagtatagal ang medication support group. Okay? So dito, the counselor holds the group once a week or on medical and psychiatric medication. Group members are educated on different kinds of medical and psychiatric problems and its effects, sharing on the intake of medicines and side effect of taking it. Okay? So, cohesiveness is enhanced. Okay? Share and discuss how to face their difficulties coping with the disease and problems encountered while they are on medication. Okay? So, syempre, yung mga tao na nag-undergo ng gamutan, sasabihin nila o i-share nila sa ibang mga ibang tao yung epekto, okay, doon sa katawan nila, okay? As well as the effect, of those medication, doon sa kanilang normal functioning. Okay? Then, anger management, okay? So it is the activity, okay, that is needed to handle anger, diba? And then okay, punta tayo rito sa pre-release interview. So sa pre-release interview, diba? Ibig sabihin the person deprived of liberty, okay, the PDL. Okay? the PDL, the person deprived of liberty, okay, is nearing, no, is nearing to be released. Malapit na, malapit na siyang i-release, di ba, or gumraduate doon sa penal institution at i-reintegrate na siya. Okay? So, bago magkaroon ng reintegration, okay, so kailangan muna ng pre-release interview. Okay, ang objectives naman nito to ensure that the resident to be released, no, is well prepared to face new challenges in the community. Okay, kaya niya na bang humarap sa iba pang mga hamon, di ba, ng buhay, no, upon their reintegration with the community. Okay? Ina-assess din or sinusukat din dito yung mga various potentials of the resident, okay, which he can utilize to be productive citizen. Okay? Ano ba yung mga strength niya na pwede niyang gamitin to become a productive citizen again upon his release from jail? And it is also assess the effectiveness of the interventions provided. Okay? Ano ba, effective ba yung yung therapeutic community na kung saan siya sumailalim, etc. Okay? So, yun lang, no? Okay. So, ito, I will be leaving you no to read this. Okay? So, yan. So, yun lang naman yung mga importanteng dapat ipaliwanag. Okay? Ayan. So, thank you guys. Thank you.